Hi, East Texas. I'm CBS 19 Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Let's get you ready for Monday night and the day Tuesday. We'll start off with a look at the bus stop forecast. Overnight tonight, it'll be cool again. Temperatures will drop into the 40s, and then tomorrow we'll quickly recover back to around 60 degrees in the morning. Maybe a sweatshirt by recess. We're up to around 70 degrees by the time it's ready to head home and the final bell rings. We're in the mid-70s. Winds tomorrow will be out of the south at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, but in the middle part of the day, they'll become a little gusty, especially as we sort of equalize the differential heating between the surface and the air aloft. So south winds gusting to 25 miles an hour through about 1 o'clock. Then as we head into the peak of the afternoon, as the temperatures sort of level off at around 75 to 78 degrees tomorrow, we'll see the winds also start to slacken just a little bit. So a breezy, warm Tuesday on tap for us. Humidity-wise, yeah, you'll notice the humidity coming up tomorrow thanks to south winds. We could deem Wednesday and Thursday as very humid. And then a cold front Thursday into Friday drops the humidity first on Friday back down into the humid range and then back into the comfortable range this upcoming weekend. We have another great air mass moving in for this upcoming weekend with temperatures in the 60s, cool, dry afternoons, and very cool mornings with lows in the 40s. All right, let's talk about the upper levels winds this week. And really, there's one big storm system that will dominate the whole forecast throughout the week. And it's a similar weather pattern that we've seen so far this spring that has set us up for severe weather. And that is high pressure anchored somewhere over the eastern part of the United States with a big low pressure area spinning over the Intermountain West. Typically drags either a Canadian or a maritime Pacific air mass into our area. And with that clash of more humid air combined with that cooler, drier air, we've been seeing scattered showers and thunderstorms. So this week is a similar setup to that. You've got the high pressure system anchored over Atlanta, big deep low between Minneapolis and Billings, strong jet stream winds aloft in the order of likely 70 to 90 miles an hour at about 20,000 feet off the surface. Stronger little jet streak here through West Texas into southern parts of Oklahoma, just touching parts of East Texas. So with that coming together, it should give us enough or provide enough lift to get some stronger thunderstorms going. And so Storm Prediction Center is looking at parts of East Texas into the Arklatex for at least a slight risk of severe weather Friday, maybe or Thursday overnight into early Friday over deep East Texas. Rain chances. Tomorrow, it's about a 30% chance. Could have an isolated shower or thunderstorm move through. Not all of us are going to see rain. If you are counting on Mother Nature to provide some rain for your early garden plants, I would go ahead and water those. Wednesday certainly looks like it could be a dry day with maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm. By Thursday night, we start to increase the rain chances up to about a 40% chance. By Friday, this is the best chance of rain for the week, a 50% chance of rain. That cold front comes through. Saturday, there's a lingering early 20% chance of rain, but dry by the afternoon. Sunday and Monday also dry with some pretty nice weather coming into East Texas. All right, here's Future Skycast. Clear skies tonight, but notice the winds are out of the south. There's high pressure to our east. We're bringing Gulf of Mexico moisture across South Texas up into East Texas. We have some clouds starting to bubble up from Corpus Christi to about Houston. Those clouds will start to increase to the south as some passing showers move through San Antonio and through Corpus Christi early Tuesday. And then a couple of those showers may just form Tuesday afternoon in and around East Texas. You saw just a couple of brief blips pop up on the Future Skycast. So that's a possibility with, again, a little more humidity, this warm front or warm frontish boundary moving through and bringing us a little chance for some rain. Wednesday morning, clouds are increasing, humidity increasing. It's mostly cloudy. These are little passing showers. Again, just about a 20% chance. Out to the west, a little more organized shower thunderstorm activity makes a run at Tyler, falls apart. Then Thursday morning, we're going to do this all over again. We'll see passing showers coming up from the south. Likely that boundary, which is right here from El Paso through Lubbock to Oklahoma City, pushes a little closer to East Texas, bringing a better chance for rain Thursday afternoon. So the next 7 days, let's break it down. For the rest of today, of course, we know we should not have any rainfall, even though it tries to show just a little bit here. So, yep, there may be a passing shower early Tuesday morning. But during the day Tuesday, it's in that same vicinity. So I think There might be a little passing shower Tuesday. Wednesday, you'll find primarily dry conditions. That's why we have the 30% chance for Tuesday and the 20% chance for Wednesday. For Thursday and Friday, now we're bringing in most of the rainfall. And when you take a look at the contours here, these bright blues corresponds to 1.25 inches of rain. So Jefferson, Gilmer, Shreveport, 1.25 inches of rain. Tyler, about 1 inch of rain, 3/4 of an inch of rain. Henderson, about the same. Jacksonville to Palestine to Crockett, maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall. So when it's all added up over the next 7 days, it's right there in that ballpark of about 1/2 inch to maybe inch, 1.25 inches of rainfall. Current drought index came out last week. Anderson, Houston County, just a little bit of abnormally dry drought included in those counties. Otherwise, we're doing pretty good. Since March 1st, Tyler, Longview, and Lufkin are all either near average or slightly above average, except for Longview, 1/100 of an inch below average. But for the year, we are still sitting above average in all 3 of our climate sites, Tyler, Longview, and Lufkin. Lufkin doing the best with about 2 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. All right, overnight tonight, look for overnight lows to be in the low 50s. We'll see a mix of stars and the moon and some clouds. 52 in Pittsburgh overnight, for instance. In our central counties from Jefferson to Marshall, we'll see lows around 53 degrees. Back toward Longview around 55, Henderson around 55, Tyler around 54, Athens up to 55, and Palestine around 54. And over Deep East Texas, temperatures with more cloud cover here falling into around 53 degrees at Lufkin, 53 at Nacogdoches, 55 at Crockett, and 54 at Groveton. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast for Tuesday. Again, a 20 to 30% chance of rain in that 2, 3, 4 o'clock time frame. High temperatures are into the upper 70s. That mix of sun and clouds stays with us, and we have those breezy south winds at around 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting at times up to about 20 or 25 miles an hour. That high temperature tops out right around 77 to 78 degrees. For instance, in Mount Pleasant, 77 for the high temperature with a mix of sun and clouds. Chance for an isolated thunderstorm in Jacksonville and Palestine, about 77 to 78 degrees. Henderson up to 79. Carthage also up to 78 over Deep East Texas. Nacogdoches perhaps up to 76. Crockett up to 76. Groveton up to 77. And Lufkin up to 78 with Hemphill up to 74 degrees. Here's our Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So isolated rumbles on Tuesday, otherwise dry. Again, I think most of us will stay dry. Should be kind of a cloudy day Wednesday, just a 20% chance for a sprinkle or maybe a patch of drizzle. 40% chance for evening thunderstorms Thursday, scattered early thunderstorms Friday, followed by some wonderful weather over the weekend into the start of next week. In fact, all the way through Tuesday, it looks like it'll stay dry with high temperatures in the upper 70s. Showers and thunderstorms return to round out that 10-day forecast with highs warming into the low 80s. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a great night.